Welcome to episode 2 of Two Girls and a Cat. I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Sam, and this is Two Girls Talk Game of Thrones. This is Game of Thrones version 2, because we have already we did record this, and it was a really good episode, and unfortunately it didn't work out because
We've had some technical problems.
had some really bad technical problems to the point where we are now using a phone, which apparently is a better recorder than 2 microphones and a laptop.
Sam's very angry.
I'm kind of bitter at the minute, but I know I'll get it sorted. I have a tech boyfriend, so that'll be sorted. But in the meantime, this is probably better quality than we would have put out. So first off, we just want to mention where we're going to be posting this. It'll be posted on YouTube and nerdfeed.com. There's a website that I currently write for, and these will be available on individual guru sites or on their Nerdcast, depending on what topic we are covering. This one will be on the Game of Thrones one. And we also want to mention Loot Crate.
We love Loot Crate.
We love Loot Crate. We are part of the Loot Crate family, and we really want to be more involved with it. So we just want to mention about Loot Crate. It is a monthly subscription to a box
full of cool stuff.
Goodies. Each month there is a theme. We've just gotten this month's theme, which is power.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Last month's was
I'm
fun.
hoping for He-Man.
Oh,
I want something Skeletor related.
not even He-Man.
Not asked on He-Man. Skeletor's awesome.
You wouldn't have Skeletor if you didn't have He-Man.
Skeletor's a skeleton though, and he's mint. I've seen him.
Your argument is valid there, mate.
The end.
The end. Done and dusted. Last month it was, what was the theme?
Well, I know that you got a Labyrinth t-shirt. What was it?
Well done.
Wasn't it awesome?
Well done.
I forget what it was now.
I can't remember what it was, but we did. We got a Labyrinth t-shirt, Harry Potter socks, which I've yet to break out. I'm doing a Carolyn trick and putting the box in the corner and expecting it to empty.
Yeah.
When I eventually get around to it.
Sometimes it happens.
It does. We got a horn, a drinking horn.
Oh God, yeah.
Drinking horn. That was
the
ice cube.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, I'll bring my ice cube over next time. We'll make some 20-sided dice ice cubes.
Why not?
And not use them.
Go wild.
Just have
Go
them.
wild. Just you calm down there.
Chill
With
your
your ice cubes.
You got way too excited over an ice. I think I got quite excited when you opened the box because you opened yours first.
I think there was a squeal of delight.
Because it's a dice. It's a 20-sided dice. You don't expect it to be.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, I'd love to play Dungeons and Dragons. Anyway, right.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. So we're doing episode 1 and 2 today. Yes, we are slightly late to the party, but
3 and 4
will be next week. We'll be on top of that. So we're going to do it in twos, right the way up to the end, and then maybe at the end one we'll just do it like overall. Oh my God, what do you think?
What happened the whole season?
Yeah.
Like, what was the best bit? What was the worst thing? What do you want from next season?
Just remember all this when we come to write it.
Yeah.
Because that'll be easier.
I'll have forgotten that I've had all these amazing ideas, and then we'll just be like...
Oh, I've got to start making notes. Keeping notes anyway. So we're going to do the Game of Thrones one today. At some point, either this week or weekend, we'll do X-Men. We have a Walking Dead one.
Mm-hmm.
And just we'll, do general chit-chats. We can do, them ones you see, like, friend questions and stuff like that.
Yeah, people want to send in questions and they want to know things, then just...
Ask away.
Ask via Instagram or via YouTube.
Yeah. We'll put all of our... We'll mention that at the end about our Instagram pages. But yeah, get commenting on in YouTube. And also there's comment boxes in Nerdfeed as well.
Yeah.
So you can always... I'm always on there because I write for them. So I have to go on there at least once a week to upload my stuff.
Yeah.
So right, let's get on with it. First episode, Season 6. Season 6. We're back in Winterfell, and no, we're not back in Winterfell. We're back in Westeros.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a head a shake. Back in Westeros, we're picking up straight off after season 5 because this is season 6.
5 then 6. Yeah.
That's how it works.
It's generally what happens.
Yeah. Oh Christ, this computer's had me flustered. So we'll start with we'll go through as much as, because it was nearly 3 weeks ago now. So we'll go through as much as we... Yeah. And we did a better one on the first version. I remembered everything.
You did? Yeah. But
So, you know.
let's do it. Let's do a quick whiz through what happens.
Something's just bleeped us.
Yeah.
If that's a microphone picking up, I'm gonna be furious. Right. So we've got Arya. Can you say that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got Arya. Arya has started her assassin training. She gone blind
Yeah, and she's getting the shit kicked out of her as well.
with a big giant stick. Actually, by a girl with a big giant stick.
Yeah.
So she's gone blind. I think she thinks it's a punishment from killing the guy in season 5, the knight. You know,
Yeah.
he was a bit of a pedo. I think she thinks it's punishment for that, but I really think it's something a bit more.
There's greater
Yeah.
meaning behind it than you realise.
Exactly. I think she probably thinks it's a punishment, but I think it is just part of our training that I don't think. No one that I've seen episode 3, I think it's starting to get there.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into episode 3, so
Because
sorry.
her stories become quite long and drawn out, right? And I think it's just when we get to do episode 3 next time,
Yeah.
I think that with 4 will make a lot more sense as to what's going on with her.
Yeah, that's true. That is true because it is.
Yeah.
It's a drawn out thing, isn't it? You
Right.
can. We're only in the first episode. You only got a little glimpse of her
Yeah, she's kind of just blind and
sitting in a
being
street
beaten up, basically. Yeah.
with a fucking stick.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to Lannisters
Your
in
faves.
King's. My faves. Hear me roar. Oh, I'm a massive Lannister follower. I get a lot of shit on the internet for it, along with hating Tom Hardy.
Well, let's talk about that later.
We'll do another episode.
We'll have to do another episode about your backlash from.
Not liking Tom Hardy. I'm not going to get into it now, but
Yeah.
we'll just kick off with the Lannisters. They're angry. You know, Jamie's just brought Marcella back from Dawn. She died. She poisoned by a kiss. It's quite poetic, actually.
Yeah.
Poison with a kiss. And he's pissed. He's pissed off. His only daughter's dead, which was one of the worst scenes of last season.
Yeah.
It's absolutely horrendous.
Mm.
I am your father. I already knew. Oh.
Star Wars related, right?
Yeah. Who thought of that though? Who went? This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Honestly, they need me in the writers' room. Oh, I'd have all sorts happening.
But there'd be more Brienne, right?
Yeah. Oh, she'd be the main focus. Fuck Jon Snow.
I mind Jon Snow.
I love Jon Snow.
And the dragons. We just want Brienne.
Yeah,
She's cool.
Exactly. I like Jon. I want more Brianna Tarth. I just want her and Jamie. Her, Jamie and Podge. Because I'm liking Podge.
I like that little thing. Yeah.
Oh, we'll just keep finishing off with the Lannisters. We've got Cersei, who's just done our walk of shame. Tommen, who's a bit of a bitch.
Yeah.
And Marjorie's still locked up. Lannisters, the main thing was Jamie saying, we're getting back ours.
Yeah.
We're getting back what was taken from us, and we'll do it the good old Lannister way.
Yeah.
So, moving on to Dawn. Oh, Dawn. Oh, I wanted so much more from this.
Yeah.
I did.
You were really disappointed.
I really was. I wanted so much more. I thought Duran was the same as Oberyn. I thought that's what we were going to get.
No.
I thought we were going to have just as charismatic, charming, Dawnish man, just like Oberyn. And what did we get? Doran Martell. In a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Pathetic.
Yeah, he was. He was just like I get what he stands for, the whole peace thing, but there's means and ways. I don't agree with Illyria Sand in her ways of doing it,
No.
but they've just not wrote Dawn like I expected. I wanted so much.
Kind of follows the books, I suppose. Kind of follows the sort of the nature of how she's portrayed.
Yeah.
And what the message is.
Yeah, but in the books, isn't Marcella still alive? And they're gonna take her to King's Landing, the Sand Snakes, because they want. Because in Dawnish law, it doesn't mean It doesn't mean the next boy
is the king.
It's the next age down.
It's the eldest child who takes.
That's it. So Marcella, in their eyes, would be queen, so they're going to claim their stake to the throne, and
via her.
Is that gone off? Right. Sorry, we just that was my fault. I'm thinking this has gone off. Sorry. So yeah, they're gonna they want to use Marcel as their claim to the throne. That's all I really know about it. I haven't actually read the books. I read the second one and got off put by Theon Greyjoy's stories and thought, fuck that, I'm not reading that. I like the show better, kinda.
The books are pretty good on Theon.
What did you get up to in the books?
I read the whole lot.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right, Swat?
fucking nerd.
I know. Why, thanks.
It's not an insult. I wanted to know. Do you know what I really wanted to do? Because I knew what happened. I just wanted to move straight to the third one.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't justify it to myself, like, reading wise. I was like, no, you've got to finish this one off. It's still sitting on my Kindle. I will get around to finishing it.
Yeah.
Like every other book I've started. For someone who writes and who wants to
Do you not read?
I do read. I read a shitload of comics, but it's 32 pages. You know, my attention span can take 32 pages.
See, I read all day at work, and I'm just like, no. Like I do. If I'm on holiday or something, like I want to read.
That's the last thing I want to do on holiday.
Because I want to like read something that I want to enjoy reading.
Yeah. Well, my attention span's really, really short, and I get really tired reading. So 32 pages is absolutely ideal for us, and they're in little bubbles, and they come with little cartoons. Can't argue.
Well,
Love a
fair
good
enough.
comic.
Fair enough.
So move on from Dawn because it's shit. Sansa and Theon escaped Winterfell from Ramsay's grasp.
Yes.
And they're running away from dogs.
And you think this is it?
Did you think that was it?
Well,
Or
the
did you-
message was,
Yeah.
is
Oh,
this,
yeah.
sorry, the message was,
Yeah.
is this it for Sansa?
Yeah,
Because you just think Theon's going to get whipped if he gets
I
captured.
just wish it was. Just end it for her. Just end it.
End her misery.
Oh, dumb-faced Sansa, right? She's the worst written. George R.R. Martin can write a female character.
But he failed.
No, he didn't fail. The two fucking D&D guys, they failed. They took a character who was... She was shit sure of herself in the first when she was at Winterfell. Then she fell for fucking Joffrey. Then she became Joffrey's bitch. Then
like in the books, she's like vulnerable. That's the whole message with her. She's really vulnerable, but you can tell like she wants to prove herself, but she can't pluck up the courage to do it.
Did you get any of that from her story in this?
It's like
You got a glimpse of it when she did the whole like, you know, the black dress, black hair. You thought, yes, that's
here she
it.
comes, yeah.
That's it. That's the one we want to see. And then they took her character and put her right back to where she started, getting raped and tortured by a dickhead. Mm-hmm. You couldn't go character backwards if you tried to. It's you're meant to be going forward, but no. Oh, she's just. It's not particularly her that I don't mind Sophie Turner, and I know she's getting a lot of shit from playing Jean Grey in X-Men. But it's not her. It's just the way she's been written.
Yeah,
That's what I don't like about it. I don't like Theon. That motherfucker should have died years ago.
yeah, but he's kind of like the story.
Do you?
I kind of think it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out.
Yeah, that's true. But then, in the midst of all that, when you've got, you know, Sansa and Theon shitting their pants for their lives, my girl comes over. Brianna Tarth kicks the shit out of all of Ramsay's men with the help of Pod and Theon. Mm-hmm. Theon proved himself.
Theon holds his own. Yeah,
he did. He proved himself. And then Brienne did this beautiful oath to Sansa.
Yeah.
And Pod had to help Sansa with her little bits, and it was so...
It was cute.
It was fucking emotional, man. I was on the verge of crying. If I wasn't here when I watched it, I would have cried.
We gather at my house on a Monday and watch Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm. We certainly do. We, I tweeted it out as well.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm racking through my brain stuff we've talked about already to make sure that
we cover everything.
that we're covering it all. But yes, I did. I tweeted at Gwendolyn Christie because I don't just love Brianna Tarth. I love everything she does.
Yeah.
There's not one character that she's done that I've thought, nah. She was class in Hunger Games. She was in it for a second.
It's in Captain Phasma.
Underused.
Like, we didn't see much.
Underused character, but still, when she was there, she was a presence.
Yeah, but we can't talk Star Wars right now because
We just go too far into
it'll
it.
just become an episode on Star Wars. So
That's very true. Should do an episode on Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because we are going.
we are going to Star Wars Celebration
We are.
Europe
Yeah.
in London.
July 15th.
Yeah.
We'll do stuff about Star Wars. We could do something when we're down there as well.
Yeah.
That's all else we could do. Aye. Right, Ramsay Bolton
Yeah.
in Winterfell, being a cock as usual. What did he do in this? Oh, this was the one with he found his dog, woman, who he was having a bit on the side. He's bit on the side. He found her and he did this whole lovely speech about how beautiful she was, and she had this like charming laugh. And then when the guy says, "Right, shall we burn her?" he went, "No, feed it to the dogs."
She's good meat.
Yeah, like he can do it, but he don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it right. Like
He's horrible. He's vile. He's absolutely vile.
He is. You need him though. You need a bad guy.
Yeah. And he's like the worst. There's no redeeming anything. You just think he is cruel.
Yeah.
100%.
He was raised by a bastard. He is a bastard. He may think he's a Bolton because he was named it, but he's a horrible person. But yeah, he's I'm really trying to wrap my brains on the first episode. It literally was that moment.
There
where
wasn't
Ramsay,
much else with Ramsay. It was just kind of that, and it was like, oh, he's actually not very nice.
He's not a very nice
at
person.
all. We know that now.
So Tyrion and Varys is in Marine, and they are getting through the fact that Daenerys is gone. She pissed off on a dragon and flew the fuck out of there.
And it looks like she's going to be basically captured.
Yeah, she got picked up. She landed in Vasteth-Rak with the Dothraki tribe with that. She did this great speech about
how many names she has.
She has quite a few names.
Yeah. And no one really seemed to care until
Khal Drogo's name was dropped in there.
Yeah.
The last name you would think to drop in saves you bacon, basically. Because the Khal hit the Khal of that tribe, like he dropped to his knees kind of thing. But she thought she had it. She was going to go home until they went, "No, pet, you're going to go with the other widows of Khal's and that's where you're going to live out the rest of your days. Ta-da, pet. Get on your bike. Or on your dragon, more like." But yeah, Tyrion and Varys, they're in Marine. They're holding the fort down.
Yeah.
Kind of don't know what to do with themselves. The Jorah is gone. Daenerys Harris is gone. They've gone looking for Daenerys. They're just trying to keep Marine as
together
as they can without Daenerys actually being there. I'm interested to see. I'm desperately interested in seeing Tyrion and Varys. I think Tyrion has always been the reason I have continued to watch for. Not just because he's a Lannister. It's just dude is so fucking smart.
He's such a good character.
He is.
He's so good.
He is really good, and she has such an amazing team behind her, like Varys and Tyrion. Really good. Like they could steer her to the point where she claims her throne back. She just needs to get out of her own arse and take the help. She's not taking it yet. She's always gone off her own advice.
Yeah.
And it's not working.
No.
At all. Where are we at? The Wall? We're at the Wall.
Yeah.
The most interesting part of the series in whole, really, and we're only like 3 episodes in. And Jon Snow, at this point, is still dead.
Jon is, he's lying on a slab. Ghost.
By his side.
Yeah.
Still dead as a doornail. We've got Melisandre, deeply depressed.
Like.
So depressed of the fact that Stannis is gone. She got Stannis to kill a child in something that now she doesn't quite believe in. What else? Oh yeah, and his missus topped herself as well.
Yeah.
So everything that she foresaw is just burnt to shit. It's not
What she thought.
not at all. And now Jon's gone.
Wasn't he the one? Basically, she's like, well, what now?
What now? What do I believe in? What's me truth kind of thing. So she's really depressed, and we got to see her true form. Mm-hmm. I don't think it had anything to do with that necklace. I really just think she was generally taking the necklace off.
She's just genuinely really old.
Because everyone was on the internet was
Yeah.
saying she took the
She's just very old.
just old. She took the necklace off, and that's what she was using to glamorize people. I just think she's that powerful and magical that she can turn it on and
Any
off
form
when
that
she
she
wants.
wants.
When she wants to. So yeah, she's depressed, and the Onion Knight and a few other men from the wall are just keeping John safe. The guys, the people who murdered him, they've all admitted it.
Yeah.
They've all admitted it. They're not. They're claiming he's. I'm sure he's like claiming high commander at that point, because he's telling them to come out, or you're going to get it basically. And nobody's gone for him. Like nobody. He murdered the Lord Commander. That's got to be. But no other person in the walls like even dared to try and take him on. So that was episode 1. It was pretty. Do you know, I'm devastated because the first time we recorded this, it was so good because it was still kind of fresh. We hadn't seen the third one, so this one's.
But I think what we were saying, and what we would say now, is that the first episode was kind of like, I remember you were kind of like,
A little bit.
that was a bit mediocre.
Just a
For
little
an opener.
Yeah, there was a couple of bits in there like shocked the hell out of us, like Tristan getting a blade through his face.
But Game of Thrones is like that. It's like nothing can happen for like 2 or 3 episodes, and then it all happens, and it all makes sense.
Yeah, it's all got.
It's always been.
It's
like
storytelling, isn't it? It's the basic storytelling. It's got to lead up to somewhere. It's not a case of, well, this event, boom, and here, and it's gonna, and this is happening, and this is happening, and we're just gonna shove it all in your face. We're gonna draw it out. It's just classic storytelling. I don't want to say it was a bad first episode because it really wasn't. It was good. It's obviously kept us interested enough to.
Oh yeah, watch the rest. So,
but there was just, I don't know. I was left with just a slight question mark.
Okay.
Not a full. Like I didn't finish the question mark off. No dot at the end and out. Yeah. Just a little one. But the second episode,
much better.
Much better, and not for the obvious. But it was just a lot. A lot happened without too much happening.
Yeah.
So, first off, the Wildlands returned to the wall.
Yeah.
Because they were. This is how shocking my memory is. Why wasn't he with John in the first place? Why is John on his own? That's what I can't remember for the life of us. John was on his own and then got stabbed. Were they still in the boat? Because when they all came, the big giant
came
was
through
there.
The thing, yeah.
The big giant was with them, and that was the same people who when they saw the Night's King.
Yeah.
So he must have like gone off ahead, killed, and then that would actually make more sense. So yeah, they came back and they've basically the Onion Knight actually came out at that point, didn't he? He felt safe. Isn't that really Wildlands?
Yeah.
Then he felt safe and more safe with the Wildlands than he did with the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
That was quite good. But I love the ginger guy. I want to say his name's Yoren, but I really can't remember. And I'm not going to pick my phone up because I don't want any interference in this recording. So I'm very sorry, but I'm not. I will find that out. I'll probably be corrected somewhere along the lines. Just like I was.
Just someone comment and tell us who he is.
Please do.
But of course, Bran, he's back.
Yeah, he is. He's. Oh, did we see who the? Because I remember pointing it out on the third one, and I got too excited over who was playing the man in the tree. Did we see that in the second one, or we just see him and Mira? Is it Mira?
Yeah.
We just saw them two, didn't we? And she's kind of like trying to figure out why they're still there for, and you know, how much training does he possibly need, and apparently quite a lot. But it was just a little snippet of Bran. It was like, there's Bran, he's still here, and we're going to focus on his story throughout.
Yeah.
Which
more to say about Bran though in the third one, right?
Yes.
Lots more.
Definitely yes. I'm going to go on to the next bit because I'll just go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
So King Tommen finally grew a pair of balls.
Yeah.
Kind of.
For a bit.
Just a little pair. Just a bit. He's such. You kind of tell he was raised by Cersei.
No.
Because he ain't Joffrey.
He's
but
soft.
he's so trying to be.
He's soft, but he wants to be.
He's so trying
like
to be.
more.
Yeah, he's trying to be that golden lion like the Lannisters have always been brought up to be, and
But he hasn't really.
he hasn't got it in him. He hasn't. He's such a like. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just
like it's going to be taught, not innate.
yeah.
You know.
Well, he stopped his mum from going to Marcella's funeral only because she wouldn't have been able to allow to, and they
Yeah.
would have embarrassed her further. So he was kind of protecting his mum, and then he went to his mum and said he was really sorry, explained why he did it for, and then said, I don't want this anymore. I want the power back. I want to be king. I want to be the king that I'm meant to be. I need your help.
Yeah.
Couldn't have asked the wrong person. Couldn't have asked the worst person.
Every plan she's had has gone wrong.
She's just she always said she was Tywin with balls.
Yeah, and she's not.
She really isn't, because if Tywin was there, this would not be
she's
happening.
too heated.
Yeah,
and she loses sight of what she's doing. That's the problem.
Yeah, you've just nailed it there. Because she's so shit sure of what she's doing.
She's arrogant.
Perfect. She is. I still love her.
Still love her.
I still do. When she went through that walk of shame, and when she first stood on the stairs, I was like, you deserve this, bitch. You deserve everything you're getting.
Yeah.
And the further she got down, and the more vulnerable she got, and knowing that nobody was there for her,
Yeah.
then I thought, oh God, you don't deserve any of this. Like,
It was
that's
pretty
it.
bad.
You could have just stood at the top. You know, everyone saw you in your glory. That was enough. What they put her through after that it wasn't fair. I didn't like it. Because I do love Cersei. I just wish the girl would give her head a shake sometimes. just sort your shit out. So we've got King Tommen, Tyrion.
Next Lannister.
Now, there's been a lot of talk since this episode came out about this scene.
Right.
Because Tyrion managed to take off the leashes of the dragons.
Without being hurt.
And it looked like they could hear him.
Yeah.
Does that mean something? Question mark.
Does that mean that he is...
That he is a Targaryen? Question mark.
Well, it would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
It would. That scene was just... Oh, it was lovely. I just like any scene with him in. But that question's been around for a while, whether or not he is, you know, truly a Lannister, because, like, you know, he's...
Well, they didn't want him to be a Lannister. They don't want him to be, do they, really?
No.
They don't want him.
People want something more for him because they know how horrible his family is. That's how much he means to people, that they would, you know, they would rather have him involved in any other way
Just
than the
not
Lannisters.
then.
That it speaks volumes to how Peter Dinklage plays him. And how he is actually, because he's obviously a book character. So Peter Dinklage is just he's just perfect, absolutely perfect. But they say in the books that the Mad King Aerys was obsessed with Joanna Lannister. Are you trying to tell me he did not
go there,
get what he wanted? Because he did with everything else.
Yeah.
Until Jaime killed him.
Yeah.
But
was that why?
No. Jaime was following. He basically said to Jaime, kill your father, show your loyalty, kill your father, bring his head to us. And when he found out that Tywin had sided with Robert Baratheon, he took it upon himself. He basically had a very split decision, because he was gonna, what's the green stuff, the stuff they use in Blackwater Bay, that blue people, that he was going to burn everyone.
Oh yeah.
He was gonna burn everyone, and he was telling a pyromaster, burn them all. And Jaime killed him and killed the pyromaster.
Yeah.
And then Ned Stark walks in with Jaime sitting on a throne. Jaime could have taken that throne right there and then. It was open for grabs, but he didn't. He just walked out, and everyone hated him for it. I could go on forever about this whole thing because it's bullshit, but.
So there's something essentially to do with Tyrion, and there's a greater meaning behind that scene.
Did you not think so?
Right now.
Them dragons could hear him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's something.
Every word he said, and they did not flinch when he touched them. Now, they've been chained up for God knows how long. They're pissed to start with.
Yeah.
And then this little person comes over, unchains them, and they didn't even snap at him. There's something there. I cannot
something.
wait to see how this goes. We move on to the next bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my tone's totally changed. Oh, I just didn't like this bit at all. Ramsay Bolton is an absolute dickhead. Oh, makes us itchy just thinking about it. Ramsay killed Roose.
Yeah.
Gone.
Not overly bothered about that.
Couldn't give two shits.
Whatever.
Could not give two shits.
You think, oh, that's awful. That's a horrible thing to do.
Do you know when I first watched it, I went, oh, Roose. And then I went, oh, you killed Rob Stark. Yeah, he died.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
get it
we
out.
don't care.
Yeah, don't give two shits. But then he went and killed his I don't know if you can call her stepmom. It was Roose's new wife. So
Yeah.
he killed, I want to say her name's Walder Frey. Because I think they called him, I think he was that
Yeah.
narcissistic that he called all of his kids Walder or something like that. It was something close to
Yeah.
his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new Mrs. Roose Bolton, he killed her and his brother,
Brand newborn.
brand new baby boy, and she begged him. She said, "Don't." After she realised what he was going to do, the minute he told me to go and step in the dog kennel, I'd be like, "Fuck that! See you later. I'll just go now." I wouldn't have even talked to him.
Yeah.
He would have had to chase us down, as opposed to walking into a dog kennel.
I mean, it was.
I didn't watch
He's
it.
brutal.
I didn't even watch
Bearing
it.
in mind, they've just eaten his bit on the side.
They wouldn't have been that hungry.
So I'm surprised that they were really up for a baby and woman.
She was a big girl, no?
Yeah.
They would have been
That
fed
could have
potatoes.
lasted a while.
I could have. I didn't even watch the scene.
Yeah.
I sat with a cushion over my face.
You
and
did. We were like peeking out from behind our hands.
Sat with a cushion because Carolyn's got really big cushions, and I sat with a cushion across my face, and it didn't come off. And I actually looking at Carolyn going, "Is it finished yet? Is it done yet?
Is it done?
Is it done? Can I look yet?" Because it was friggin' brutal. I hate stuff like that. But then this part, even on a re-recording, I still even haven't found out what's going on because I said this on the first recording.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure what was going on here, but Balin Greyjoy was murdered by his brother, Euron Greyjoy.
Who we thought
Was
at first
Theon,
glance was
was Theon Greyjoy because it looked like him
yeah, the resemblance is really good.
in the shadow?
Yeah.
It was his... I tell you what,
Because
it
we
was
were like, hold on a minute.
how's Theon getting from there to there?
Yeah.
And
Oh
then-
no, it's not him.
No, that's someone else. But it looks like his sister is gonna go for the Queen of the Iron Islands, but I think she's got to go. From what I heard, and you can correct us if I'm wrong in the comments, but it sounded like she has to go up against an uncle in a challenge to get there.
Right.
So there's something going on with the Greyjoys. I just really wish it's because it happened straight after that. I really wasn't paying that much attention. You know, I was a
like
bit
what?
yeah. I was
What's
like,
just
what's
happened
just
there?
happened there? Like I will find out. 'Cause nothing. I would look. Nothing even happened in the third episode, so it's not like I can wrap my brains through that. So yeah, the Balon Greyjoy. Can't say that I'm arsed is dead. I can't say that I'm even arsed that the Greyjoys are in this, but
Because right now they're kind of just like that's what I mean. Theon's the only one who's even interesting. I find.
would you want to live there?
Absolutely not. It's
No.
boring.
Exactly. It looks horrible, and it's not. I know Winterfell's a bit doom and gloom, but at least it's got some bit nice scenery about it.
Yeah, it's just like rocks.
That's just rocks and salt water. Oh,
Wow.
sounds like home.
Take me there now.
So the last bit. Go on, you can say it.
Jon Snow lives.
It sounded like,
Jon Snow is alive and
he
well.
is.
He can't quite believe that he's alive.
Would you?
No, I mean, after being stabbed multiple times, I think I'd be pretty shocked to be alive and well.
Yeah, I think I'd be questioning a lot of things, but that's more in the third
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
The second one, Melisandre is called in by. I'm trying to cross my legs and I look like an idiot. Melisandre is called in by the Onion Knight, and he says, "Go on, do your magic, pet.
Try your
do your
best."
tricks." And she's still obviously Debbie Downer about things and just kind of be, you know.
She thinks she can't do it.
She
She
thinks-
thinks she can't
Yeah, she
bring him back.
but she has like this moment where she's like, "Oh, this could work." No,
No, it
it's not. It's
hasn't.
gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's like me with this computer today. Oh, this might work. Nope. No, let's just give up on that idea. But yeah, she has a feeling that, you know, it's gonna work, and then it doesn't, and she walks away. She's done. You know, everything she believed in is just poof gone. And as she walks out, the Onion Knight follows. The big orange guy, big ginger guy,
Yeah.
says, "Right, we're gonna burn him. Then that's it.
Yeah.
We're gonna, you know, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time. He's been here long enough. We've done what we can. We're gonna burn him." Ghost, loyal as ever, lies by John's side.
Yeah.
And did you know it was gonna, like? I know you saw something on Facebook. You saw something because he says, "Oh, almost saw a spoiler." So did you know
But
he was gonna come back?
well, I just figured that like he was too big of a character,
Yeah.
and the fact that you think that he has implications for me, I think that he is related to Targaryens.
Yeah.
I just think it would be too ridiculous to kill him off
Yeah.
without getting to that point and having him.
It's always been a question of Jon Snow's parentage since. I can't, like, because I didn't jump on the Game of Thrones bandwagon until a couple of years ago. I did watch it when it first came out, and the second series really put us off to the point where I stopped watching it. Anth was still watching it. And then one October, we'd been decorating, and I had a week off and decided, right, I'm going to watch it again from the beginning, and got right the way up to season 3.
Yeah.
And I was trying to wrap my brains, like, when we started giving a shit about Jon Snow's parentage, because at the start he wasn't really like, because they have that.
You just kind of, it's like, oh yeah, well, Ned is his dad, and let's just accept the fact that Caitlin doesn't really like him.
Yeah, for someone who wasn't not a book reader, I had to know Ned Stark first before I made my mind up. Because Ned's so honour bound. He would never have done that to Caitlin. That was his.
I loved Ned Stark.
I loved Ned Stark too. I really did. But he's gone. It was Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
What were we expecting?
How wouldn't you not love Sean Bean?
Well, what were we expecting? But yeah, Jon Snow's parentage has been a question for a long time, and I can't wait to do next week's episode because it's starting to come. It's starting to unravel. But at the end of the episode, John, the camera kind of like pans. It goes like quite close to his face, and then he takes a big massive gasp, and he wakes up. I think Snow wakes up. I think Ghost. Sorry, it's because he's white. Ghost.
You racist.
Thanks. I'm not even all. So we had Ghost reacts first.
He senses that he's alive before he knows it himself.
That's the impression I got because when Ghost lifted up, I went, oh, there it is. So yeah, Jon Snow lives. I'm really I know I've said this a few times, but I'm gutted that we couldn't get the first recording we did of this. It was so much fun, and it was only because everything was so fresh. Now that the third episode's been in play,
I want to talk about that.
I want to talk about the third episode, but I want to watch the next one because there's some some parts leading into that bit. I want to know a little bit more before I go into it.
Yeah,
because.
That's where we are.
That's where I'm rolling. That's the way I'm rolling.
So next time we're going to do. We've got a few different things on podcast coming up, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got. Well, we want to do because X-Men comes out on the 17th of
May.
I've got a note here.
In the UK at least, I don't know. Is that 18th, 17th, 18th?
17th, 18th of May. So yeah, we want to do. I don't want to do a full thing of X-Men. I just want to talk about initially what we think because there's a lot being said about
so
it.
much on X-Men.
Yeah, there's not film wise. Like I could go on forever about comics, but in film wise, you've just because this one's focused on the First Class and Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
I don't really want to go over stuff that's been done years ago. I would rather get initial reaction on X-Men. And then we can do something later on of what we thought of it.
Yeah.
And whether it would be good or bad. I am going in there with a really clear head though. I'm not listening. I haven't taken it in
I
reviews.
haven't. I've seen one trailer.
That's
That's
good.
it.
That's good.
That's all I've wanted to see. So
I am looking forward to it. I love Oscar Isaac, and I like the idea that we're going to see more mutants. That's that can not be a bad thing.
people are kind of divided on X-Men, aren't they? They kind of really like it, or they really like, can't bother with that.
I think there's so much expectations now of, and this is probably what we'll cover in the next one, because we're going to do X-Men and we're going to talk about Marvel and DC because we're so late to the party and getting our views out.
Yeah.
We've missed Deadpool, Batman versus Superman. We can put all that in there and just talk about how high of expectation comic book films are now.
Yeah, and Suicide Squad, which is due out in the summer.
In the summer, yeah. So we're going to do.
Yeah.
I will just call it comic book movie talk.
Yeah, general characters.
Yeah, general. We'll talk a bit about X-Men, then we'll go into Marvel, and then we'll go into DC. We'll just keep it to Marvel, DC characters as opposed to delving out into other, like Watchmen.
We can just have a chat, like
just a general chit chat
about other things.
Yeah, we'll do that next.
That bother us, or that were things that we like.
God, there's a shitload that bothers us. We could have done a podcast walking through Tesco's today, really.
Yeah, we went to the supermarket tonight and we had a lot to say.
Right, who does a big shop on a Saturday night? Who thinks to themselves, right, because we went at about 6:30. Who thinks, right, we'll go to
Tonight's
Tesco.
the night.
We're going to Tesco tonight.
If all the days this week for me to do a food shop, it's now.
Oh, just proper first class problems, like first world problems.
First
here,
world
man.
problems right there.
First world problems here. But that just annoyed us. Also, we're going to do a Walking Dead one, which wasn't the easiest thing to write, seems as it has been over. But I do want to talk about Negan. I don't want to hear.
Yeah, maybe we should do that Nera, the time for the
be a good
next
idea, actually.
pick
Just-
up of The Walking Dead.
I'll leave.
The week before it's come out, maybe we should do a whole Walking Dead recap.
That is a really good idea, as opposed to jumping into something that happened like a couple of months ago that is
pick
really
it up.
not fresh in my head.
Yeah, let's
Because-
pick that up. So we're kind of then going to be saying who's going to get Lucille. That's all everyone cares about right now.
That is very true. There was a lot more that happened in that series,
Yeah.
and all people focused on was that last scene when there was so much happened. That annoyed the crap out of us.
Yeah.
That, but that's another time. Another talk for another time. So if you've got any suggestions of what you want us to talk about or to review,
Put it in the comments.
Yeah, get in the comments. Subscribe, please. Oh, did you hear my stomach? Subscribe, red button, get it pressed.
Yeah.
And
And also your Instagram is at Sammy_Fed13 and mine is at CarrieJC1983.
I'm only laughing because I can't remember it. We are on Twitter, 2 Girls and a Cat.
So yeah,
So that's it. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for listening.
Let's get it done. We'll get this. Let's try and get this one uploaded without any technical problems.
Any problems. Well, thank you very much for listening. Bye now.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.